Hey, Dee. First of all, congratulations.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Um, can you? I think I want to start with kind of talk about the emotions of that moment and what you were thinking and feeling at that time.
I was high in emotion. I was very excited. Overwhelmed with the situation. Everybody did a good job with the setup and like surprising me. So I was very surprised and very emotional.
What does it mean to you? I mean, with the emotion, I think it's kind of a little obvious. What does it mean to you to get this scholarship, considering everything?
It means the world. Helping out my family. Taking that burden off of them with the tuition and everything. Like I just I appreciate it, and it means the world.
What's the last semester been like, where you're full-time student, you're working at Walmart full-time, you're trying to practice, and you suit up for a couple games? What's that been like?
It's crazy lifestyle, man. Like one day I'm working at Walmart, till 10 at night, and the next day I'm playing with the best teammates I ever had, the best coaches, so in front of the best fans. So like it's an amazing experience, and like it's unbelievable what I've seen and what I've done, and I can only imagine what else is in store.
And I've got to ask too, what is it like to go viral? What is that like?
Um, it's I like it. I mean, I'm happy about it. I try to stay away from the media. Like I try to stay off of it and not get too caught up in the comments and the likes and things. But I appreciate the exposure that the group of people I work with they put out, and I'm thankful and grateful for it.
I mean, you were on the Today Show. You were on national shows. I mean, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Awesome. Thanks, T.
Next question from Joseph Fazio. Go ahead, Joseph.
Dee, just what was it like talking to your mother after finding out that you got a scholarship?
Uh, it was emotional. We were both emotional and excited. She told me how hard it was to keep the secret from me, and it was just we both shared a special moment. With all my family, my dad, my grandparents, my aunts, and my uncles. We all just got on a FaceTime call, and we reminisced on what I've been through, and we were all emotional and excited.
You know, doing 19 hours a semester, working 30, 40 hours a week, and on top of that, playing Oklahoma State basketball. How do you do it?
Just effort, just wanting to be, better than I am. Just, striving and having a goal set. I was raised that way, and my family instilled that in me to like always try my best and put effort into whatever I wanted to do.
All right, thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
The next question is from Marshall Scott. Go ahead, Marshall.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, on the video we see that Mike walking into Walmart and stuff. What are you doing during that time? How did they kind of keep you away from it until they brought you out?
That distracted me with a lot of business. Like I think I had to. The excuse that they made was I had to take a safety evaluation. I had to watch a video, and I went to the back, and at the same time I had a Zoom call. I thought it was an academic Zoom call with the team. So I was trying to do both of those things at the same time, and then my manager rushed in and was like, we got to clean up a mess like right outside, so we need to go right now. So I was in a hurry. I had a lot of things going on, and just seeing everybody outside, seeing the camera in my face and everything. It's just I realized that what the moment was about, and it was special from the moment it started.
So with the scholarship, I guess a question is: are you going to keep the job at Walmart? Are you going to try and move on and just play? What's the kind of next step for that?
Haven't yet thought it out. Coach Mike and I will talk about it soon. And yeah, haven't thought about it yet.
Appreciate it, D.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
TJ Eckert, you're up next. Go ahead, TJ.
E, can you kind of give us an idea of what a daily schedule is then like when you are working at Walmart then?
Yes, sir. I would say I usually wake up around 5. I would work out at 6. Basketball workout at 6. I would lift weights at 7. With school being started now, I would go to study hall from 8 to like 9 or 10. and then I would try to go to class, Zoom call or in person, and then I would go to work from 12 to 10. Yeah.
Did that not just wear you out, or is that was just part of the grind, or what was it?
Some days I didn't want to do it, of course. Some days I was really exhausted. And, I thought about the end goal and what could come out of it, the best situations. So yeah, it just motivated me.
And the video or the announcement, I guess, genuine surprise. I mean, you had no idea.
Yeah, yes sir. Yeah, I was totally surprised.
Awesome. Thanks, Steve.
Appreciate you.
Next question from Jacob Unruh. Go ahead.
Dee, I'm sure you've talked about her in the past, but kind of talk about your relationship with your mom and what she means and being able to help her.
She means the world to me. Of course, she's my mother. She's been in my life forever. I plan to give her the world one day, and the moments we shared, that day when I received the scholarship, just moments that I always remember. Just her work ethic, her showing me how hard to work, just watching her, it kind of made me who I am today. And that's with all my family, my dad, my grandparents, they all played a role in what I have and what I received. They all have outstanding work ethic and they motivated me very well. So yeah, all of my family has motivated me.
What does your mom do?
My mom, she's a travel nurse.
Okay. That's a good field. My wife's a nurse, so that's a good field. So, take me back in the beginning of all this when you have to make this decision. I know you considered quitting basketball, obviously. So, kind of walk us through the steps of and how you came to the decision to work through and to stay on the team.
Yes, sir. Well, I never planned on quitting basketball. Basketball has always been in my life. But to answer your question, Coach Mike really was the key role in, allowing me to continue to play basketball and do what I love, because he was willing to allow me to, miss a few practices during the week and also work, and with him being so understanding and helping me out in the situation, it's all thanks to Coach Mike, man. Without him, none of this would probably be possible.
Awesome. Thanks, Dee.
Yes, sir.
The next question, Marshall Scott. Go ahead, Marshall.
Yeah, Dee, you haven't suited up for every game this year. So what are you at Walmart whenever you're not suited up, and kind of are you like keeping track of the game? How do you manage that?
Yeah, I usually have my earbuds in. I'm not supposed to, but I usually have my headphones in, listen to the game. So yeah, that's usually how I tune in and watch it.
Whenever we talked to you in the fall, I believe you said you stock shelves, unload trucks, stuff like that. What's a somewhat fun task that you do at Walmart, and what's something that whenever you hear you got to do this, you're like, God, dang it.
Let me think. Definitely, like the worst thing I probably have to do is take out like old organics, like old fruit and vegetables. That's like the worst thing I have to do. Probably the best thing I can probably do at work is help out customers. Yeah, I enjoy talking to customers and helping them find things.
Gotcha. Appreciate it.
Any questions for Dee? We have time for a couple more follow-ups if you guys need.
Hey, Steven, I've got one real quick question. Sorry if you've said this already. I'm watching the kids while recording this. But Dee, are you able to cut back on your Walmart hours now because of this scholarship? Is your life getting easier now because of this?
No, like I have spoke on it, but I'm meeting with Coach Mike soon, and we'll discuss plans ahead. And I haven't made the decision yet.
Have you? Has it kind of sunk in yet that you're now a Division I scholarship athlete?
I'll say, I still feel like I'm dreaming. It's crazy thought to even think about.
Okay, thanks. Congrats.
Thank you.
Hi, Dee. I have a quick question. What made you want to play basketball at OSU in the first place? What got you interested?
And the thought of playing basketball at any university was, a really good thought. I would have been grateful to play basketball just at any level. But you know, Oklahoma State, when I visited, I first visited Oklahoma State I was at a football camp. I got invited to a football camp, and you know, me and one of my high school teammates came up and we just toured the campus, and it was, you know, just very friendly people. You know, the facilities were nice, and you know, it was my first college campus ever, so I was kind of like starstruck by the experience. So, you know, just probably being the first campus I visited and like how nice the people were, and you know, the town is similar to home, so that's probably the reason why I came to Oklahoma State.
One last question from Jacob. Go ahead.
Dee, you mentioned, did your parents know ahead of time? Did Mike tell them before he told you?
Yes, sir. Yeah, they did.
How did they keep that a secret?
Yeah, I mean, I thought if anybody would have told me, like, if anybody would have told me about the situation ahead of time, I'm sure it would have been like my grandma and my mom. But yeah, they held it pretty good. It was really set up on both sides, very good. So I'm just glad they didn't tell me. I got a natural reaction out of it, and I really enjoyed the experience.
You walked on obviously 2 years ago to that date. Last year you started a couple games. This year, you know, we've talked about that. Did you ever imagine you would get to this point? Did you ever imagine that moment that you could get a scholarship?
Yeah, I've thought about it. You know, I tried to like reenact how I would act or think about, you know, what would happen and how the situation would go about. But no, compared to the moment in person, like in real life, it never would have matched up to how it was.
Awesome. Thanks, Dee.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Everyone, we really appreciate you joining us. And Dee, thank you, sir, for hopping on this call with us. We'll be right back with Coach Boynton here in the next couple minutes.